The article that I shared with you, written by Rebecca Skolnick at TruthDig, I think it's .com or .org. You can find it. As I mentioned earlier, the reason I was very grateful to get it today, but the reason I felt it was appropriate is today is Ash Wednesday, isn't that the Day of Atonement? And also, the little baby-faced punk that gave the Republican response last night, Marco Rubio, was one of the 22 senators who voted in favor of violence against women in the United States. They voted in favor of violence against women. And again, I don't care how you spin it. They had a no vote on the Violence Against Women Reauthorization Act of 2013. They voted no. We don't want to reauthorize it. So I don't care how you want to word it. It matters not a tinker's damn to me. They voted in favor of violence against women. Even with enough statistical evidence available to them, these are senators, for Christ's sake. What really got me is that both this little punk Cruz from Texas and John Cornyn from Texas, both senators from Texas and both senators from Kentucky, voted no. They voted in favor of violence against women. So, again, how anyone can vote Republican. This is just one of the issues that sets Republicans apart from normal human beings. You know, something else too. This is about a year old, but this another study that confirmed that Fox News makes you stupid. This was a project managed by the Program on International Policy Attitudes at the University of Maryland. And they conducted a survey of American voters that shows that Fox News viewers are significantly more misinformed than people who get their news from other sources. And what's more, the study also showed that greater exposure to Fox News increases misinformation. In other words, the more you watch, the less you know. The study corroborates a previous study that focused on the Iraq War with similar results. This is a couple of years ago. And then there was the NBC Wall Street Journal poll that demonstrated the break with reality on the part of Fox viewers with regard, for example, to health care. The body of evidence, of course, has been put together, and it is documentable that Fox News is nothing but a propaganda machine dedicated to lies. It's pretty bad. 91% of Fox viewers believe that the stimulus legislation that was, I think the first one was Bush, or no, that was the TARP, the Obama economy stimulation legislation, 91% of Fox viewers believe that actually lost jobs. 72% believe that the health reform law will increase the deficit. 72% believe that the economy is getting worse. 60% believe that climate change is not occurring. 49% believe that income taxes have gone up. 63% believe that the stimulus legislation did not include any tax cuts. 56% believe that Obama initiated the GM Chrysler bailout. 63% believe that Obama was not born in the United States, or that it is unclear. So the conclusion from these and other studies is pretty much inescapable. Fox News is deliberately misinforming their viewers. And of course, they're doing it for a reason. Every issue I just mentioned, and every issue that these hapless bastards are so misinformed about, is an issue in which the Republican Party has a vested interest in keeping these people stupid. The Republican Party has benefited from this ignorance that Fox News is helping to proliferate. It's incredible. And yet, no matter where you go around the country, you can walk into a body shop, a dentist's office, a waiting room, any place. Sometimes at, a lunch counter, a coffee shop, and you'll see a television, and the owner has Fox News channel on. It's at that point that I will politely ask to speak with the manager or the owner, and I will politely say to that person, listen, are you aware that Fox News Channel promotes lies and disinformation? And when this has happened to me before, and it's only happened a couple of times, one time I had a person just kind of look at me and say, well, I don't make the selection. That's done by the boss, and I don't have any, I have no way of changing the channel. Another time I had a person look at me as if I were out of my goddamn mind. Like, sit down and shut up, boy, or get out of my store. And one time I made the complaint and I came back, and this was at my dentist's office, and when I came back, it was put on the bland, non-news cable channel, CNN. But it's amazing to me how many places you can go and find this garbage just spewing out of the telescreens just for as long as the shop is open or the office is open or the lunch counter or the bar or whatever it is. And then you couple that with the madness that is promoted, the inciting to murder and mayhem that Glenn Beck does every day, that Sean Hannity does every day, that Rush Limbaugh does every day, and the rest of this herd of miscreants who just continue to push people to go commit acts of violence that they can then giggle about and blame on, liberals. Well, I've said it before, and I'll repeat it because I truly believe it. There is no absolute right, granted by the First Amendment, to say anything at any time to anyone, anywhere, under any circumstances. And based on that knowledge that there is no absolute right to the First Amendment, I think these people, and you know who they are, should be removed from the airwaves forcibly if necessary. They should be taken away from a microphone or any way to put this garbage out, because they are what they are doing is engineering an attack on this country. Glenn Beck and Hannity and Limbaugh and the rest of these filth, day in and day out, attack this country, attack its institutions, attack. They misinform, they lie. They spread the most horrendous of rumors. Oh, and Bill O'Reilly, let's not forget him. And they promote violence. They try to get their audience to commit acts of violence. And sometimes they succeed. O'Reilly has succeeded. Beck has succeeded. Limbaugh has succeeded. And probably Hannity. Just to mention, the four most well-known right-wing liars who are corrupting and destroying the country. You know what I'm saying? We'll be right back.